Hello, everyone. And if you are planning to move to the UK, if you have a visa application sitting in your drafts right now, or if someone you love is waiting on an approval, stop everything you are doing and watch this video until the very end. Because what just changed in July 2026 could completely destroy your plans without you even knowing it. And thousands of people are already being caught off guard, rejected, and in some cases permanently banned from reapplying, all because of rules that came into effect this month and that almost nobody is talking about clearly. Welcome to UK Visa Dory, the channel where we break down every visa update, every policy shift, and every hidden rule so that you always stay one step ahead. Today, we are diving deep into the July 2026 UK visa changes that are shaking up the entire immigration landscape. And by the end of this video, you will know exactly what changed, who it affects, and what you need to do right now to protect your application or your status. Let us start with the biggest change that is hitting applicants the hardest. The UK Home Office has significantly tightened the financial requirements across multiple visa categories starting this month. For the skilled worker visa, the general salary threshold, which was already raised in 2024, has now been further adjusted to account for updated occupation codes and revised going rates. This means that even if your employer was previously offering you a salary that was fully compliant just a few months ago, that same offer letter might now fall short. Sponsors are scrambling to update contracts, and applicants who have already paid their visa fees are finding out mid-process that their application may be invalid. If you have a certificate of sponsorship issued before the new rates came into effect, you need to check urgently whether it still meets the updated threshold for your specific occupation code. The second major shock is hitting families the hardest. The family visa financial requirement, specifically the minimum income needed to sponsor a spouse or partner to come to the UK, has now been locked in at its new higher level following the transitional period that began in early 2024. There is no longer any grace period, no lower threshold for people who applied early, and no exceptions for most circumstances. The income you need to demonstrate as a sponsor in the UK is now substantially higher than what people applied under just 18 months ago. Couples who had been planning their reunion for years are now being told that they do not qualify, not because their relationship is not genuine, but simply because the numbers have changed beneath them. Third, and this one is particularly important for students and graduates, the graduate visa rules have been updated in a way that is causing serious confusion. The route itself still exists, but new guidance has clarified that certain activities carried out during the graduate visa period may now be scrutinized far more carefully when a person later applies for a skilled worker visa. Specifically, the kind of work you do, the hours you work, and the employer you work for during your graduate visa all now form part of a broader credibility assessment. This is not just a technicality. People are being refused skilled worker visas because their time on the graduate route raised questions in the eyes of the caseworker, and that refusal then creates a record that follows them into every future application. Fourth, English language requirements have been tightened for certain routes. Approved test providers have changed, minimum scores have been updated for specific visa categories, and crucially, the validity period for some English language tests has been reduced. If your test result is more than 2 years old, there is a real chance it will no longer be accepted, even if it was perfectly valid when you originally took it. People who were planning to submit applications this summer using older test results are now being forced to retake tests at short notice, which creates delays, extra costs, and in some cases, missed deadlines. Fifth, the rules around dependents have also shifted. For certain visa categories, the criteria under which dependents can accompany the main applicant or join them in the UK have become more restrictive. This affects not just who qualifies, but also the documentation required to prove the relationship and the financial evidence needed to support additional family members. Families who assumed their arrangements were settled are now discovering that a previously approved plan no longer works under the new rules. Now let us talk about what you can actually do. The first thing is to check your specific visa category right now on the official UK visas and immigration guidance pages. Do not rely on old videos, old forums, or old advice from friends who applied a year ago. The rules have changed and outdated information is genuinely dangerous at this point. Second, if you have a pending application or you are about to submit one, consider speaking to a regulated immigration advisor or a solicitor who is registered with the Office of the Immigration Services Commissioner. This is not the moment to cut corners. A small error or a missed document under the new rules can mean a refusal, a lengthy wait, and sometimes a ban on reapplying for a set period. Third, if you are a sponsor, meaning an employer or a family member sponsoring someone to come to the UK, audit your compliance right now. The Home Office has also increased its inspection and audit activity around sponsors, and license revocations are up. If your license is revoked, every single person you are sponsoring loses their visa. Fourth, document everything. Keep records of every communication, every document submitted, every fee paid. Under the new rules, the burden of proof has effectively shifted further onto the applicant, and the more thorough your paper trail, the stronger your position if anything is challenged. This is exactly the kind of information that UK Visa Dari exists to bring you. We track every change, every update, every piece of guidance so that you do not have to navigate this alone. Subscribe to this channel right now and turn on notifications so that you never miss a video that could make the difference between approval and refusal. Share this video with anyone you know who is in the middle of a UK visa process, because this information is too important to keep to yourself. Your journey matters, your future matters, and we are here every step of the way.